Hi, my name is Dylan Macon. I'm in Speech 1315. I have 3 audience members here with me today.
I'm Jeff Macon, Dylan's father.
Cheryl Macon, Dylan's mother.
And Cole Macon, Dylan's brother.
I'm here to talk about why I think college football should have playoffs. At the end of the regular season in college football, there's bowl season. Depending on what conference you play in, or how good of a record you have, depends on what bowl game you play in. Every team is striving to play in the BCS bowl games or the bowl championship series games. In 2007, the University of Oklahoma and Boise State University played in the Fiesta Bowl. It was one of the greatest college football bowl games ever played because even though Oklahoma was favored by 20 points, Boise State never stopped fighting. In the fourth quarter, Boise State pulled the hook and ladder play to tie the game up and go into overtime. And then in overtime, they pulled the Statue of Liberty play and won the game. And even though they went undefeated for the season, they didn't win the national championship. Which is why I think college football should switch to the playoff system, which pits all the best teams in the nation against each other to see who the true national champion is. Switching to the playoff system would make it more competitive and more fun. The way the BCS works is that it's 5 bowl games, so it's 10 different teams playing. And there's 6 teams represented by the 6 main conferences, which are the Pac-12, Big 12, SEC, Big 10, and the ACC. Each conference is represented by a team depending on how high of a rank they are and who won their conference. In my opinion, a playoff system would be better because it pits all the highest ranked teams against each other. There are many ways to conduct a playoff system, which ranges from 4 teams all the way up to 16 teams. A 14 playoff would work. You have your 4 BCS bowl games, and the winners of that are put into a bracket from the highest ranked to the lowest ranked, and they play against each other. And last team standing is the winner. A 16-team playoff system, how it works is that it has all the 11 conference winners and the 5 of the highest ranked non-conference winners. And the last team standing wins. I have an example with me of an 8-team playoff system. Has your 5 highest ranked teams and a couple of other high ranked teams from the other important conferences. That type of tournament is called a knockout tournament. David Annis said the last team standing in those tournaments are the winners. There's so many different reasons as to why this would benefit fans, the NCAA, and schools. For the fans, it would mean a longer football season, which means more football on TV, more games to go watch, and more time to cheer on your favorite school. For the NCAA, it would increase ticket sales, and it would also bring in more merchandise. And for players, it would mean more time for them to show off their skills to NFL scouts. But for the fans, it's a big thing because the NCAA needs to fulfill their fans' wishes. According to collegefootball.procon.org, in a poll conducted in 2007, 85% of college football fans would rather have a playoff system than a BCS bowl system. In addition, colleges would benefit the same thing. According also to collegefootball.procon.org, a playoff system would give schools an equal opportunity to earn national championship and more money. Colleges that make it longer into the postseason would make more money off of ticket sales and merchandise sales. For players, it gives them also the better chance to be noticed by scouts because if you play for a smaller school, you have a lesser chance of being seen by an NFL scout. So if they have a playoff system, then they'll get to play against the higher ranked teams and and be seen by NFL scouts and have a better chance of being drafted. The University of Oregon, which is one of the highest revenue colleges in America, the reason they make most money out of most of the schools is because they play against some of the best teams in the United States, which isn't that much fair to smaller schools that play in the smaller conferences. Oregon is seen a lot on ESPN, while only the smaller schools are only seen on local television if they're lucky. So if they have a playoff system, the smaller schools will be able to play on national television and bring in more revenue to their schools so they can be able to play for athletic stuff, utilities, and all other sorts of things. I think we need to take action as fans. We need to go protest to the NCAA and our colleges to say that we want a playoff system. According to Yahoo.com, in a recent news article posted, that the NCAA voted for a playoff system and will go into effect after the 2014 season, which in my opinion is a good thing. As a fan, I would rather see a playoff system than a bowl system because that means a longer season for everybody. This would benefit all of us, and I think the NCAA made a great move on putting the playoff system into effect. Thank you.